Raiders aim to strengthen defense, pair Wilkins with Michigan standout in draft mockup. Before we continue, I want to make a quick request of you. Please like this video. This helps us a lot and motivates us to continue bringing you the latest Las Vegas Raiders news firsthand. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if you are not yet part of our community, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel right now and stay up to date with everything about the team. Stay with us until the end, because this news is just beginning, and I guarantee that you will understand all the details now. Thank you very much for your like and for your subscription. Now let's get to the news. The Las Vegas Raiders need to find a talent in the NFL draft who enters the league ready to compete at a high level. With a team in rebuilding, establishing a winning culture from the start is essential, and this year's pick needs to directly contribute to that. It's not necessarily about selecting the next face of the franchise, but about securing someone who is close to that level of impact. In recent years, the Raiders have struggled to shape a dominant defensive identity. The team has already made significant investments, including the contract extension of Max Crosby, who is now considered the franchise's biggest name. Now, with the 6th overall pick in the draft, Las Vegas has another opportunity to bolster its defensive line and find an ideal partner for Crosby in the front seven. Last year, the team tried to strengthen that area by signing Christian Wilkins to a massive contract from the Miami Dolphins. He was expected to become a key player on defense, but his time with the Raiders so far has been marked by challenges. Despite being an extremely durable player in Florida, playing in virtually every game for the Dolphins, Wilkins only managed to appear on the field for 5 games last season with the Raiders. Now, analysts believe the team may be looking for a new impact player to play alongside Wilkins. Respected NFL expert Charles Davis suggested the Raiders should use their first-round pick to select Mason Graham, a standout defensive end from the University of Michigan. In his recent draft projection, Davis explained why this would be a strategic move for Las Vegas. New head coach Pete Carroll would be thrilled with this pick. Graham is a defensive force who can form an imposing duo with Christian Wilkins on the interior, while the newly re-signed Max Crosby continues to pressure opposing quarterbacks on the outside. Mason Graham spent 3 seasons with the Wolverines and declared for the draft after a breakout year. In 2024, he racked up 46 tackles, along with a pass deflection and 3.5 sacks, establishing himself as one of the most consistent defenders in the NCAA. His presence in the draft has been discussed in several projections, and many believe he could be a top defensive lineman to be selected. However, the Raiders' decision will depend on another crucial factor: their search for a quarterback. If the team has already addressed its situation at the most important position in the game, whether through free agency or a surprise move in the draft, then trading Graham could be the best way to transform Las Vegas defense into one of the most feared in the league. The idea of pairing Graham with Wilkins and Crosby would create an explosive trio on the Raiders' defensive line that could cause serious problems for any opposing offensive line. If this pick comes to fruition, Las Vegas could finally find the missing piece it needs to take its defense to the next level and, who knows, return to being a dominant force in the AFC. Now let's move on to the next update. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The Las Vegas Raiders are preparing for the upcoming NFL offseason with the goal of strengthening their roster and leaving behind the frustrating seasons that resulted in yet another absence from the playoffs. Tired of a sequence of performances below expectations, the team decided to take drastic measures. The first of these was the firing of coach Antonio Pierce after yet another disappointing season, and his replacement by the experienced Pete Carroll. Carroll's arrival signals a major change in the team's culture. The new manager will have the mission of not only improving the team's performance, but also transforming it into a strong playoff contender. However, for this to actually happen, the roster will need to undergo significant improvement. It is in this scenario that an exciting opportunity arises, with the Raiders being linked to a possible acquisition of a big star from their AFC West rival, the Kansas City Chiefs. According to CBS Sports' Jeff Kerr, Las Vegas is among the top destinations for Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Nick Bolton. Bolton has stood out throughout his career in Kansas City, not only as an effective player on the field, but also as a great leader. Kerr described Bolton as an underrated player, but one who has proven to be consistent and impactful, especially in the team's Super Bowl campaigns. Last season, he accumulated 106 tackles, 3 sacks and 6 passes defended, in addition to surpassing the 100-tackle mark in 3 of his 4 NFL seasons, which demonstrates his importance to the Chiefs' defense. Commenting on Bolton's possible departure, Kerr warns of the risks the Chiefs run. He's excellent against the run and an imposing player in the middle of the defense. Letting Bolton go could be a big mistake for Kansas City, especially considering the value he brings to the team, Kerr said. For the Raiders, signing Bolton would be a great addition to the defense, helping to elevate the team's level and providing a significant improvement in a department that needs reinforcements. With his leadership and consistent performance, Bolton has the potential to be a key piece in the rebuild that Carroll is leading in Las Vegas. For the Raiders, this move could be crucial to changing the course of the franchise and finally reaching the playoffs. Do you think the Las Vegas Raiders should invest in signing Nick Bolton, stealing an important star from the Kansas City Chiefs to strengthen their defense next season? In my opinion, adding Bolton would be a great step towards improving the team and increasing their chances of reaching the playoffs. But what do you think? Yes or no? Leave your opinion in the comments about this possible move by the Raiders. See you soon.